Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Keep your shirt on. I just got done wrapping up a video. Broke a rod. So we're going NRXs. Yeah. We're going to change out to the boys in blue. And we're going to see if we can't catch a largemouth bass with rods with lifetime guarantees, because I'm tired of breaking rods. So anyway, buckle up and hang on. Let me get completely geared up here. Put maybe a little sunscreen on my legs because the sun is popping out. I think it's the shirt that smells, not me. I need to wash it again. We are going largemouth bass catching. There we go. Another one I moved just down about 5 feet is all. Nice bass. Nice chunk. I'm pretty sure we're going to have an awesome day fishing with these NRX rods. Now that is the BFS XG. So I can throw, this is a lightweight combo, and I can throw very light, but I can also throw up to easily a half. It's rated up to 5/8 or 3/8, but I can easily throw a half, no problem. Today this thing rigged up sideways, which is going to make it, 16th ounce weight. It has more drag when it's rigged up, in the middle of the worm, as opposed to making it nose down. Even though it's the same weight, you can change the fall rate by how you have it rigged. Or same thing on a jig with which trailer you're using. You can take a 1/2 ounce jig with a skinny trailer and sink quick, or you can take a big fluffy one and then make it, even though it's a 1/2 ounce. There we go. Make it fall a lot slower. That is not an impressive bass, but it's still a bass. So just one last time talk about what I was talking about. Like this one here, you see how I got rigged up? That is a pretty slow fall rate. It's rigged up like this. It's going to do almost wacky style. If I had that weight here, like on a shaky head, it's going to, even though it's the same amount of weight, it's going to fall a little bit faster. So you can kind of fine tune a certain weight, or you can just go, I could go with an 1/8 ounce. My main goal is to get it to bottom where I can start jiggling it, and especially in this wind, then I may want it to do that. But these bass are kind of finicky today. Sometimes I have a hard time making myself do this, but sometimes I've seen kids, they just throw it out, they just tell them reel it back slow, and that just is killer at the times when they're ready. Like right there. Coming at me. Can't tell how big it is. It's coming straight at the boat. I think it's huge. No, but it's a nice one. Good nice. Oh! Good, nice, solid bass. That's the second fish. You guys didn't see the first one. Second fish I've lost on this rod today, which is normally the one that hooks them up. And that's the DMC style shaky head. I'm kind of, you see, I was just kind of reeling it. I'm also kind of testing out. I think I'm going to go with just a bag lead. I think my hookup ratios for me are better with the bag lead 16th ounce shaky head. I had another fish. I think I do. Another one coming right at the boat. Wow. This bait's come on fire now. I had that one. Same deal. It like bumped it, and then it was coming at me so fast I couldn't really tell if I still had him yet. Took a few cranks to figure it out. Got him hooked up. Very nice. He's a jumper. So looks like our soft plastic bite is definitely a winner. It's what's on, what's happening. We left an awesome bite. It's right down there. But no sooner, it always happens, it never fails. When I get fully geared up, this is like a rain shirt. No, it don't keep, it gets wet. But the minute I put it on, it like clouds up and it looks like it's gonna rain. It's crazy how this thing works. But it's almost been every time I go to put it on. Sometimes when that change comes, you gotta be ready to go with that change. Since I tried topwater already through here, I'm gonna try this old chatterbait. Usually, chatterbait will work anytime that you would get a topwater hit anyway. It's just, it's more fun catching them on topwater. Unfortunately, I don't think this weather's gonna last. I need this kind of thing blowing through, but I could be wrong. All right, I got a bump there. Now I also use it as a search bait. So I got a little tap right there. I definitely want to stop long enough to get that worm, or a worm, something over there going a little slower. Knew we'd pull something off there. May need to let it go ahead and sink. There we go. I may just need to go ahead and give it that extra second let it sink. And it worked. Right where we had that chatterbait hit, I went right back and caught that guy, but they're little. All right, let's go. That was a hit. I think I yanked it. Oh my God! That hardly ever happens. Oh my goodness. Fish going around with half my freaking worm. Almost long enough for an Edric. Boys and girls, what you witnessed there is something that hardly ever happens, a Z-Man coming apart. Now I had caught a bunch of fish on that bait. This one's a little more subtle, doesn't have as much white on it. We're gonna try it. Sometimes each individual packaging will be different. Now this thing's hard to get over that head, so what I'm gonna do, I'll show you guys a little trick. Especially if you may have a belly weight here on like a swim bait hook and you're, wanting to get your soft plastics, how do you rig it when you're trying to go over a belly hook or, belly weight or whatever. So it's real simple, just it's a little harder to do with the Elastec stuff, is just to put it like you normally were. You're going to go here, you're going to come out, and so you have that hole. Now this stuff I could actually push it up and over without a problem, but a lot of soft plastics, it'll break. Getting it through there tears it completely. But what you do is when you get it to that point and then just come back through, it's harder to tell with the Elastec, like I said, but find that hole you went through going the other way and then just put it on that way. Then you have it on. Let's see. Then you have it on without going over that way. Now at the Elastec, it's totally doable either way, but certain baits, whether you're trying to rig them with that a swim bait type, belly weight, or you put your split shot on, you don't have to set and pull the split shot off and on to get the job done. That's pro tip right there, how to get the bait rigged up and on pretty straight. Pro tip 101. You learned it here first. Bass and Bonds. Maybe you heard it somewhere else and you're like, I just refreshed your memory. Got a bass. Just made this crazy long cast out in the middle of nowhere. And way over here. Get ready to switch to chatterbaits. Oh yeah, that's a nice little chunk. I'm on the other side. I made it back to this we had crazy clouds and the wind picked up, and I'm on this side of the bite that was going on this dam. See that stealth bomber? Try to catch a bass. A little stealth in the back here. America, baby! Alright, let's get back to it. Oh, I bumped right on. Come on. There we go. They're still there. Oh my goodness! The stealth bomber in the background. This monster. decided to hit our little worm. He's about the same length as this worm. Still catching them, but they're not big. Wow, there's something right out here. Just went over something. We just ran over something way out here where we're at. Right, like, I mean, right here.